drove myself to the ER. Welcome back to At Home with Lauren. It is Thursday here, and I'm just making some chicken salad for myself and whoever else wants to eat it, but it'll probably just be me. We have dance this evening, and we'll dance for Mariah, I should specify. And I'm planning on making Salisbury steak and potatoes for dinner. I have the meat already pulled out back here. It's early, it's like 10 o'clock here. So I have that thawing because I have to make dinner and have it all prepped before we leave for dance. Also, I'm not really gonna show you what I'm making with the chicken salad because I've walked you through that before. So I'm just whipping it up real quick while we chat. Last night we had soccer for JR, which we almost missed because of my error. I was on the phone with my mom and she's like, I know JR has soccer this evening. And I'm like, no, he doesn't. He has soccer on Saturday this week. And she's like, well, I have it written down. And then I looked at my calendar right here hanging on the wall, and sure enough, JR had soccer. So that created a last minute scramble for us last night to hurry up and eat and get out the door. But we did it. It was cold, really cold last night for soccer. My husband is gone all day on site working, and he'll be home just in time for us to leave for dance. And then we'll come home and we'll eat dinner. We are going on back-to-back medical emergencies. I mean, what is going on? So I told you about my husband being in the emergency room with sepsis and then being admitted into the hospital for a few days. He is completely recovered. He is almost done with the treatments he was on. Hang on. I needed a knife. He is almost done with the treatments he was on for that, and he's mostly healed. So our second medical emergency was with me, and I'm totally fine now. On Tuesday of this week, I started dealing with some abdominal pain. I do deal with some medical issues that cause this, well, at least what I thought was this pain. And so I just kind of brushed it off, figured it was that, and I just moved on with my life, kept doing what I do, and I noticed that it kept getting more and more intense and harder to deal with as the day went on. But again, I just kept moving on with my life. Anyway, so I just kept moving on with my life. The pain got harder and harder to tolerate, but I don't know. I just kept dealing with life. We got home from dance. I just kept moving on with my life. As the evening went on, like, I'm in and out of the dance studio. This pain is a lot, but I was busy. I just had to keep moving forward and not let the pain stop me. And then when we got home from dance, dinner was already made. So I got everybody fed. I made some food for myself. I sat down. And the pain got really, really bad. Like, I wasn't sure I'd be able to get off the couch, but I just kept trying to, like, breathe through it. And then I didn't really do much. It was late at this point. It was like 7 o'clock. I didn't really do much as far as cleaning up. I don't know. It was still sort of tolerable to me. Got the kids in bed, laid in bed. Jesse and I were watching Friends, and I was using a heating pad, hoping that maybe that would help. And I was just getting more and more annoyed with the pain at this point. Like, I just kind of had a crappy attitude, so I was just over it. Like, this hurts really bad. I am beyond over it, and I just wanted to go to sleep. I found a comfortable position to lay in where it seemed like it helped take some of the pain away, and I just went to sleep. I was up and down a lot during the night because the pain would wake me up. And then yesterday morning, so Wednesday morning, I felt totally fine when I got out of bed. And that didn't last very long. Within a half hour or so of getting out of bed, the pain was back. I was so tired and over it, and it made me cry. The pain so much didn't make me cry. I was just over it. Like, how am I going to go through my day? And my husband was like, I think maybe you need to go have it checked, go to the ER, see what is going on. And that stressed me out because, like, this is my job here, and being the one that is down is not very easy on our family. So I went to the ER. I drove myself to the ER. I didn't really have a choice. We have a house full of little kids. My husband has to work. I was okay to drive. I was totally fine. I made it there just fine by myself. And when I got there, they took me right into a room in the ER, got an IV going, took a bunch of blood, gave me some pain medicine, nothing super strong. I was fine. They knew I drove myself there. And they did a CT, and the CT showed that I had already passed a kidney stone, which floored me because I feel like I would have known that. And I even asked the doctor, I was like, so I could have done that and didn't know? Like, I didn't have any pain from that? Like, I figured I'd have pain in my back, which I never did. And, like, that I would have felt myself passing this stone. And he's like, well, typically when people have the pain that you described that you had last night, they come to the ER. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I have a very high pain tolerance. To me, like, it hurt a lot, like a lot, but I don't know, I just felt like I could push through it, and I did. And the only reason I went to the ER was because I was still in pain, and it had been a long time, and there's, like, obviously something's wrong, right? So anyway, I have joined the kidney stone club. I don't wish that on anyone. That was no fun at all. I'm a little nervous it's going to happen again at some point in my life, because that was really rough. So anyway, I've been looking into different types of meal plans for different things that I can do. My blood work showed that it's a little on the acidic side, which would have caused the kidney stone. I don't want to keep doing that. I want to heal my body. So I have some stuff that I printed out, just some different things I can do. I want to maintain a keto low carb eating because that works really well for me, but based on my blood work, I have it all messed up. I have not been making sure I'm taking in enough greens or different things like that, and taking in too much meat and not counteracting, or animal proteins and not counteracting that with the greens and balancing my meals well is probably what put me here. So with that being said, that is going to be a huge thing that I need to adjust. Drinking plenty of water every day, 2 to 3, what did it say? 2 to 3 liters of liquid or fluid every day. That's a lot. But my body could be acidic because I am not drinking enough. So we're gonna fix that. So I've already added a bunch of things to my grocery cart for next week to help correct this issue in my body. I want to heal my body. I do not want to keep doing this. I've been working very hard to try and lose weight. My knees need it. My heart needs it. I just want to overall go back to being healthy. I have lost well over 100 pounds doing a low carb keto, very strict keto diet, but somewhere along the line, I stopped doing what I needed to do with keto. And I've been following it, but I am not doing it well. And I probably caused this issue in my body, and I don't want to do that again. So here we are, fresh out of 2 medical emergencies. Thankfully, I did not have to be admitted. I was only in the hospital for a couple hours, and they sent me home. Today, feeling almost like it never happened. And that's kind of strange to me for something that was so hard there for a little bit. And now I'm just like, whatever, everything's fine. So we're gonna get moving through our day here. The kids asked for pancakes for lunch. So that's what they're gonna get. And my husband doesn't like pancakes very much. He will eat them, but he doesn't like them. So to have them for lunch, he's not here. So they're gonna have pancakes. I just whipped up this chicken salad, and we're just gonna get moving through our day.
That's what today is. My dance day.
Yep, it's Mariah's dance day.
And I love it. It's my favorite.
We're closing in on recital time, so there's some extra things going on this weekend. We have dance pictures at the same time as soccer. We have one car. We have a one-car family. So there'll be a lot of chaos going on of getting me and the girls to the dance studio for pictures, getting JR to soccer, Jesse coming back to pick up me and the girls, and then go back to soccer. It's the whole thing right now. We're not used to this level of chaos when it comes to activities. Got the carpet cleaner out here. I need to get it cleaned out and put away. I try to clean it out after I use it, but the last time I used it, I was in a lot of pain. So it's been sitting here while I recover from that. And yeah, as I always say, hopefully I remember to carry you along through my day. Sometimes I just get so busy moving through my daily tasks that I don't think to get the camera back out and show you what I'm up to. That, and you're just not going to see every aspect of my life all the time. So come on, let's get our stuff done. Got pancakes all done. The kids wanted chocolate chip pancakes. And this, they're already eating them. There's a couple more on the pan here, finishing up. And then this is the meat I have pulled out for our Salisbury steaks for dinner. We're all done with lunch. I have to use my microphone. Our air is running. It's like 60 degrees out, but our house gets so warm, and then the air just runs all the time. It's really frustrating. So we're gonna get cleaned up from lunch. I have to wait to do the dishes a little bit because I didn't run the dishwasher last night. So it's running right now. It's got about an hour left. So after we get the dining room all picked up, I'll probably just go ahead and get the bathrooms cleaned and and the kids, hopefully the big kids will go outside while the babies take a nap. We're gonna start our cleaning in the living room, I think, instead of the bathroom like I was talking originally, and then we'll just work our way through. I need to clean our TV. It's very large. I can't reach the top easily, so I'm gonna use, this is the thing I bought to clean the showers. It has a window cleaning duster attachment. It's just Velcro on there. It makes it so much easier.
Can you wait up with that?
Not right now. On the window I will. I've been using this spray away, the glass cleaner. I buy it in a case of 3 or 4 from Sam's, and it is probably the best glass cleaner. I just saw another YouTube channel posting that they use it too, and I've been using it for a couple months now. It's really affordable in the case that it comes in, but it doesn't leave any mess on our TV. And so many glass cleaners, I've tried everything, even Norwex cloths, and it just left a mess on this TV, and it drove me crazy. When the TV was off, or if the sun hit it just right, you always had a glare, and it was just really frustrating. But my kids like to climb up here, get up on this, and touch the TV. And so there's always fingerprints down here really low in this corner because they climb up on the couch, they climb up on this. It is a whole thing. And it's just, we are having a spa today. I didn't know that. We have a bunch of other stuff going on, so I'm not sure why we're having a spa day. I need to clean this big picture window, and with the couch here, it is kind of difficult for me to get to the window, so I have to climb up on the couch. This couch is heavy. There's not enough space behind it for me to stand back there. But lately the dogs, especially Nala, has this whole middle section of the window just covered in dog slobber. And I need to clean it off. But for the window, I just spray directly on the window.
I don't know how that
and it looks like a lot. It dries pretty quick.
I don't know how those fly guts are still.
Fly guts? That's not fly guts. We used fly tape a couple years ago, and it stuck to the window. I haven't been able to get it off of there. But I don't typically use this on this big window, but with the couch here, it helps a lot. gonna do some light dusting out here. I'm not really doing any vacuuming today. I will do that tomorrow. But there's just things out here that need picked up. The animal cages need dusted off. And stuff just needs put away. So let's get it put away. I've got all of my cleaning done. I got my bathroom clean, the main bathroom clean. The bedrooms are picked up. The living room is picked up. There's still a little bit more cleaning I need to get done, but it can wait. It's just more deep cleaning. It is almost 2 o'clock. I have to get dinner going and get it in the possible cooker over here to stay warm. And we're having Salisbury steak, so it's a little more complicated. It's not something I can wait till the last minute for today. So I need to get those going. And the meat wasn't all the way thawed out, even though it's been out for a few hours. So I popped it in the fridge. I popped it in the microwave to defrost the rest of the way so I can mix it all up. So let me get that. All right, I grabbed all of my seasonings real quick and I'm gonna add some breadcrumbs to this as well. Got my big bowl here. My meat is pretty well thawed out. It feels like there might be one little frozen spot in there. Gonna add some breadcrumbs. This is just, I'm just making it up as I go along, okay? So don't come for me in the comments. I know the flavors that our family likes, so I just wing it a lot when I cook. This is some basil, just putting a little bit of that in there. Some paprika. I need to remember to add this to my grocery list. Some onion powder. I like the onion powder, but when these are gone, I think I want to switch back to the granulated. This is some garlic powder. Couldn't see there, could you? Okay, and then just gonna open my salt and pepper shakers instead of getting the big containers out. Some pepper. And some salt. And I'm just gonna mix this by hand here. I have already washed my hands. I took my rings off. There is a frozen spot right there still. I'm gonna wash my hands and I need to get a pan heating up on the stove. I've got this cast iron pan heating over here. I'm going to cook the burgers most of the way through, or the steaks, hamburger steaks, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to cook them most of the way through on here, and then I'm going to transfer them into my possible cooker. Okay. My hands are already clean. Don't panic. Don't panic. And I'm just going to shape them up. They don't need to be perfect. And I put a little oil in there. It's just what I prefer to do with my cast iron. I've already turned my possible cooker on. It is on the low setting for the slow cook to get it heated up well, to get all this stuff in there. Okay, I can fit 4 in here for now. I'm going to work on getting these cooked, and then I can probably make 2 or 3 more patties. I'm going to flip these and see how they're looking. They look good. They look good.
I'm in love with it.
Of course you are.
Because I love this spoon.
I'm going to move these over, and I should be able to fit a couple more in here. Back up, please, so you don't get splattered. It's splattering pretty good. I'm just going to add 1 for now. A couple of these are most of the way done. I'm going to transfer them. You can't really see where the camera is right now, but I'm going to transfer them into my possible cooker.
Good.
And I did make another patty here and get that in the pan. And I already have the last one made up here. It's a little bit bigger than the other ones because it just would have been too small if I separated them. Does that make sense? I don't know. The hamburger steaks are all done. I had to turn my pan off for a minute because it was getting too hot. And I'm going to I've got this little bit of butter left here. I had to drain quite a bit of the grease out of this pan because there was just a lot. But I'm adding butter, and I've already cut up a whole onion. I'm working on making the gravy now. The hamburger or the burgers. Wow. The hamburger steaks are in my possible cooker. I actually turned it up on high for a little bit to let them cook the rest of the way. I'm going to cook these onions, let them soften up a little bit. Lost one to the counter there. The onions have cooked down quite a bit. There's still some more that need to cook down, but they'll cook down as we continue to make the gravy. So I'm just going to add in some flour. To make our roux. That's what you call it, right? A roux? I don't know. Okay, we're going to let this continue to cook for a few. I'm going to keep stirring it, but I want to let that flour taste cook out. Okay, I've mixed up some beef broth. I buy the beef bouillon. And so I'm just going to pour some of it a little bit at a time, because I want to work it in just a little bit at a time. This is about 2.5 cups of beef broth that I made up. You're going to have to hang on, Bubby. Sammy wants a granola bar, and he calls them Bebas. I wish you could smell this. It smells so good. I'm almost done adding in the beef broth here. And then I'll transfer this into my possible cooker, and I'm just going to pour it over top of the hamburger steaks that we made. I'm going to turn my pan up just a little bit. I had it on like a medium heat. But I want it to boil just a tad here to help cook out the rest of that flour taste. Okay, I've got this all cooked up. The most difficult part about cooking in cast iron is it is heavy, and transferring it into something else can be really difficult. Just gonna spread this around. I can flip some of these, make sure everything is, sorry, I'm trying to hold it with one hand and work with the other here. Just gonna flip these to make sure everybody is covered in some of this yummy gravy. There we go. I'm going to turn this down though to low for a little bit, and hopefully I remember to turn it on keep warm before we leave. But I'm going to leave this on low for about an hour. We're back home from dance. Dinner is all ready. I just had to heat up the mashed potatoes on the stove, which only took a second. Thankfully, we stopped at Dollar General on our way home to grab some Pepsi, and there was a really good deal on Pepsi there with Frito-Lay coupon. So we stopped there really quick. We got our usual Dunkin', donuts, coffee, and we are gonna eat dinner here real quick and get cleaned up. But thank you so much for watching At Home with Lauren. I'll see you next time. Bye. You gonna wave, David?